A Southern University student is found dead after an off-campus incident, and this is according to Baton Rouge police.
Louisiana First News reporter Michelle Masson is live in studio. Michelle, you spoke with the student's friend who says he's shocked.
Well, he says he now knows this can happen anywhere. This after 20-year-old Caleb Wilson died after being taken to the hospital by his friends.
I used to always see him around our campus, and he's also a member of the Human Jukebox. So he's part of the marching band at Southern University.
Eli Williams says he's devastated to learn about his friend Caleb Wilson's death.
It's sad. Like it's really like when I saw that message on my phone, I broke down.
Authorities say Wilson's friends brought him to Baton Rouge General Hospital at 3 a.m, unresponsive. They say he was found in North Sherwood Forest Community Park after a fraternity hazing ritual. Southern University extending condolences to Wilson's family, classmates, and loved ones. In a statement, the university says it is cooperating fully with police. Counseling is available for Southern University students, faculty, and staff.
Caleb was a good man. He was a great dude. He had a great personality, and he always found a way to put a smile on everybody's faces.
Wilson's father is Deputy Corey Wilson, a longtime Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office deputy. In a statement, the Sheriff's Office says it extends condolences to Deputy Corey Wilson and his family following the heartbreaking loss of his son, Caleb. Deputy Wilson retired last year as a sergeant after serving 35 years with the JPSO, and his commitment to public service has continued with him, currently serving in a part-time capacity. The JPSO stands in support of Deputy Wilson and his family. We ask that their privacy be respected as they mourn this unimaginable loss. Williams says he agrees that the loss is unimaginable.
We need to find justice for Caleb.
And authorities say they're still trying to figure out what caused Wilson's death. An autopsy will provide some answers. Live in studio, Michelle Masson, Louisiana First News.
So I'm going to go ahead and start it out by saying, I mean, obviously, I saw this plastered in several places, but I will also go as far to say that it was also sent to me in multiple spaces. I would say more than about 5 times. A lot to unpack here, and here's the problem. And here's the problem that I'm going to foresee already off the jump, right? One of the biggest problems that I'm going to probably foresee is because I'm a member of multiple organizations, that a lot of people are going to feel like because I am what I'm going to say is a different thought process than most people in these organizations. And as a person that's in the organization, I probably shouldn't say it. I'm going to be honest, man. Listening to this story, I'm hurt. Like, real talk, I have tears in my eyes right now. Here's the reason why. Because I have kids. I have a son. Actually, I have 2 sons now, by the grace of God. And I am a part of multiple organizations that, you know, I hold near and dear to my heart. And as much as I would love for all of my sons or both of my sons to be members of every organization that I'm a part of, there is no way on God's green earth that I would ever want to receive a call that my son has passed away because he was in the process of trying to be a member. It's not worth it. I would rather my sons be GDIs. And I'm just going to say it. Listen, whatever took place back in the day in the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, the founding of our organization, so on and so forth. Listen, that time is over. The news report basically says that it was because of hazing rituals. That's not me speculating. I'm going off of what the news report says. At the end of the day, That stuff is over, man. And I'm not talking about one specific organization. I'm not singling out an organization. I ain't doing none of that. What I'm doing is I'm saying all organizations, if you are participating in any kind of hazing activities, bro, it's over. Let it go. Stop trying to live up to the hype of what your old heads expect you to be. Because most of those old heads are not going to be there with you when everything goes down. Most of those old heads got their own lives and their own families, and they come back for 3 seconds, try to convince you to do something that they did back in the 70s, in the 80s, to try to get good. And the result is this. And then when there's a life loss, they ain't nowhere to be found. They got their hands off of it. They go back to their families. But man, all you undergraduate brothers, when something happens, that's your livelihood gone, bro. There is a life lost, school done, jail time, and all for what? To prove what? We go hard, to prove we earn the letters. It's sad, man. And you know what makes it even worse is this young brother, and condolences to him, condolences to his family. I promise you, I'm not really trying to put him specifically on blast, but that his father's a cop. So you know what's going to happen. Listen, we have got to stop this. It's got to stop. Like like if you hold the organizations and the chapters so near and dear to your heart, do you ever think about the fact of what if the chapter gets snatched for good, right? I have no chapter to come home to for homecoming. So now I'm just walking around with my para on, or Nelia, whatever region you from, whether you say para or Nelia. But I'm walking around with it on, but I have no chapter to claim no more. Or what if the whole organization gets snatched because of so many insurance situations? Then you don't have an organization to rep. Like, that stuff is over, man. It's over. And yeah, I already know. I'm gonna get flack for it. That's fine. That's fine. That doesn't make me less of a brother to any brother that I've ever met in any of my organizations, because any brother I've ever met in any brother I've ever come encounter with in any of my organizations, I've always been a good brother. So that's never going to change, regardless of how you feel about my thought process on what I'm saying. We got to stop it, bro. That's somebody's son. That's somebody's son. That's a young man that had a bright future. That's a young man that was marching in a jukebox. Come on, man. I literally am sitting here with tears in my eyes because I'm thinking about my own sons. And my oldest son knows how I feel about him being a part of my organization. But I also know that the things that I experienced, I would not want my son to experience. We got to stop. This is sad. This is sad. And unfortunately, it's not the first incident. It's not a second incident. It's not even a third incident, man. You know, and let me give you a little bit more thoughts in this, right? I've also known of a situation where, somebody passed away and they weren't even directly involved in a specific hazing situation, but their heart gave out because of the stress of the process, right? Like, all of that is a thing, man. All of that is a problem. We got to find a better way. We got to find a better way, man. Condolences to the family. I'm going to be praying for that family. I really am. Like, when I turn this camera off and I'm done, I'm going to stop and I'm going to literally pray for the family. You know, and this is just wild. It's absolutely wild. If I'm not mistaken, the report has gone out that Southern University's organizational process, all processes have been stopped, shut down. It's got to stop. I don't know, man. You guys tell me what you all think inside the comment section, man. I want to read your thoughts. And I mean, hey, if y'all come at me, y'all come at me. It is what it is. But I apologize for having common sense. It's got to stop. No organization, no process is bigger than somebody's life. No process is bigger than somebody's livelihood. No process is bigger than getting the organization itself snatched. Like all of that. No process is bigger than that, man. I'm sorry. Y'all tell me what y'all think inside the comment section. Don't forget, you can get 30% off your purchase. All you got to do is type in HBCU band. And don't forget also, we're going to be doing our scholarship launch literally tomorrow. We're going to be launching that, so look for that, man. But I ain't got nothing else, man. This is sad. I really do love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. It's sad.